Well, this is a first for me. This is actually my first full mask from Immortal. This is the Jake mask, and this is also the first mask that I've had as a full mask with the full mesh reinforcement inside of it. As soon as I had seen the Jake mask on the website, I really had wanted to get it, and there's a lot going for the mask right now. There are things that prevent it from being perfect, and let's go over the positives first. First thing, paint job is excellent. As you can see here, very realistic, and there are enough slight imperfections in the mask to really make it look human. The finishing on the mask is also excellent. No visible seams. Everything really looks good. Ears. One of the things that can really make a mask look terrible is poorly done ears. And I have to say here that the ears really do look good. One of the other masks that I had used was a Frank mask from CreateFX in Italy, and the mask was great, but the ears looked terrible, and it really detracted from the mask itself. Nose fit is very good. Immortal also has something called an intrinsic nose bridge, and I'm a big fan of nose bridges, non-thermoplastic, and this really does an incredible job for draping the silicone across the nose and under the eyes. The nose itself does need a little final yank and pull down after you've put it on, and the lips are very good. The cupping on the lips is not quite up to Studio 135, but it is not bad at all. Unfortunately, you really can't smile in this mask as you do in a Studio 135 mask, but the lip fitment is very good. The chest, as you can see, looks great. Well designed. It is not as wide as a Metamorphosis or a Real Flesh. It's more along the thinner lines like a Studio 135. Now, those are all the good points. The bad points, or bad point I should say, is the eye holes. I had taken earlier pictures yesterday of the mask when I first got it, and what I'm using right now is one of my handy dandy foam fillers to put into the back of the mask. Basically, it's lifting the head up a little bit, so the eye holes make a better connection to inside of the eye, the lower lid of the eye. Overall, I would say that the eye holes on this are a little too close up together, and as far as on the longitudinal axis, they're a little short. On the vertical axis, they're also a little wide. Immortal has had a very long and successful history in the haunt business, and I think some of those experiences have carried over into their realistic line, and they really shouldn't. For example, haunt actors wear their masks for 6, 7, maybe 8 hours at a time. So bigger eye holes are important for them. They can also cover up any type of transition with makeup. And the lighting in a haunt is not exactly, out on the street, so you're not going to notice anything. Same thing that I found with the nose holes. Nose holes are good, but they're also a little big. And I think that also comes from the haunt experience, being able to breathe for a long period of time very, very comfortably. I think this is something that can be fixed very easily by Immortal, but I really do think that they need to focus on the differences between a haunt actor and a realistic mask wearer. Nothing major, but it is something that would have to be worked on. I'm very happy with the mask. And I'm hoping to buy more masks from Immortal in the future. But we'll have to see about how they handle the eye hole fitment. The mask itself, too, is very clingy to the face, which is excellent. And cut-wise, it is not as snug as an Immortal or Studio 135. I would rank it someplace between a CFX and a Real Flesh. It does have a little more give to it. So for those people that have slightly bigger heads, I think that would, or this would do well for you. I have a 22.5-inch noggin, so I find it just a little snug. Putting that piece of foam into the mask really makes it fit the way I like. And I think Immortal's got a good product on their hands. I would consider this probably a version 1, and they'll get there. So if you're looking for a realistic mask from Immortal, I think this is a good purchase for you. I would just be careful with the eye holes and really make sure when they do this for you, when you purchase a mask, that you really have them shrink the eye holes as much as possible and maybe make them a little wider side to side. So that's my review. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thanks again.